Block size in blockchain technology determines how much data each block can hold. This seemingly simple concept actually sparked one of the most heated debates in the crypto world. But before we dive into that debate, let's refresh our understanding of how blocks fit into blockchain tech in the first place. Well, as the name suggests, a blockchain consists of many blocks linked with cryptography. These individual blocks permanently record info, like transaction data, each with its own storage space. That's the block size. For instance, if a block size is set at 1 megabyte, like Bitcoin's initial setup, no block can hold more than that. Now here's where it gets interesting. See, when Satoshi Nakamoto launched Bitcoin in 2009, he didn't set an explicit block size limit. But in 2010, Nakamoto coded a 1 megabyte limit into the system. Initially, this limit didn't matter much because Bitcoin still wasn't being used very much yet. Over time, though, Bitcoin grew in popularity, and with this increase came more transactions and mounting pressure to increase the block size limit, since a higher limit would allow faster transaction processing. But that increase wouldn't be without its caveats, as we'll learn. The first big push came in 2015 from Bitcoin devs Gavin Andresen and Mike Hearn, suggesting a jump up from 1 megabyte to an 8 megabyte limit. Their idea didn't win enough community support to change things, but it did give rise to the big blocker camp. They argued that as Bitcoin got more popular and more transactions came flooding in, the 1 megabyte block size limit just wouldn't be able to keep up. This would cause higher fees and longer wait times for transactions, potentially putting the brakes on Bitcoin's dream of becoming a global payment system. However, directly increasing the block size required changes incompatible with the existing Bitcoin nodes. In other words, it would necessitate a hard fork. This did not sit well with the opposing camp of small blockers, who felt that a hard fork was too extreme. Small blockers primarily argued that larger blocks would increase the computational resources required to process and store the blockchain, which would likely lead to centralization and come to favor bigger mining operations. So, a deadlock between the two camps persisted for 2 years over various conferences and forums until 2017, when a compromise known as the Segregated Witness Update, or SegWit, was activated on the Bitcoin network. SegWit increased the effective block size limit to 4 megabytes without directly changing the block size. They did this by separating transaction signatures from transaction data, allowing more transactions to fit into each block. Importantly for small blockers, SegWit achieved this without requiring a hard fork. However, some in the community were still not happy, insisting that directly increasing the block size was necessary for scaling. This faction opted for a hard fork to create a new cryptocurrency, leading to the launch of Bitcoin Cash, with an initial 8 megabyte block size limit, which later grew to 32 megabytes. And this all goes to show how a simple technicality can ignite a fiery debate, highlighting the numerous philosophies and priorities that the colorful Bitcoin community have. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to our channel. And if you're curious about why Bitcoin is worth so much, we have the answers for you right here.